my eye covers on, and I was getting ready to take a nap and read a story, but I thought maybe you should join me. So, since we've been talking about astronauts, I found a funny story about an astronaut named Dimitri, and he's returned from the moon, but no one seems to remember him. So, let's take a look and see what happens to Dimitri. Alright, let's turn the page and see what happens. See you in a bit. Dimitri the Astronaut by John Agee. It was just before dawn when Dimitri the Astronaut touched down in the Atlantic Ocean. He'd been on the moon for 2.5 years, collecting rocks. His mission was complete. An early riser on the SS Knickerbocker spotted the strange castaway. "Who are you?" the captain asked. "I'm Dimitri the Astronaut." "Never heard of you," said the captain, "but welcome aboard my ship." Dimitri hardly had a chance to relax before somebody recognized him. "Aren't you Barney Abernathy from Cincinnati?" "No," said Dimitri. "I'm Dimitri the Astronaut." "Oh," said the man, "I'm so sorry." When the ship docked in New York, Dimitri headed straight for Times Square. "It's me, Dimitri, the astronaut," he shouted. "I'm back from the moon." "Beat it, buddy," said the hot dog vendor. "That's funny," thought Dimitri. "Nobody remembers me." He decided to visit the Museum of Intergalactic Exploration. Surely they'll know him there. The main exhibit had changed while he was gone. Dimitri was impressed. Fragments of the rings of Saturn, Plutonian asteroids. So many things to see. His next stop was the moon display. "Oh dear," he said. Dimitri was crushed. He was nowhere in the moon display. "I guess I was up on the moon too long," he said. "That's why nobody remembers me." Dimitri dumped his sack of moon rocks in the trash and wandered away. But there was something else in the sack. Dr. Geoffrey W. Beaton, the Nobel Prize-winning naturalist, almost fell off his bike when he saw... "What a peculiar creature," he said. "Come along, I'm taking you to the Academy of Science." The scientists had never seen a specimen like this before. They were particularly struck by its flair for drawing. "My dear colleagues," Dr. Beaton announced, "we must tell the world of my amazing discovery. There's no time to waste." The next day, Dimitri happened to be passing the academy. Those polka dots looked extremely familiar. "Lulu," said Dimitri, "is that you?" When he finally got close enough, there was no doubt about it. "Lulu!" cried Dimitri. "Oh, Lulu!" "What's going on here?" Dr. Beaton demanded. "This is Lulu," said Dimitri, "my old pal from the moon." The moon? Good heavens, said Dr. Beaton. "You wouldn't be that astronaut. Dimitri, said Dimitri. "Why, of course, it's Dimitri the astronaut." Dimitri was so happy. The world remembered him after all. By the way, Lulu, how did you get here? The end. So while we were reading our story, I may have found a really cool video about how to make a spacesuit. So I think before I take my nap, we should watch that first. So let's go take a look. Let me know what you think.
How to build a spacesuit. A spacesuit is a pressurized garment that astronauts will wear that is meant to recreate the conditions on Earth. Step 1. Start with the inside.
The first thing you do is you put on your diaper, and then you put on your cooling garment.
Make your cooling undergarment out of one piece of mesh spandex with a zipper down the front. Wrap in 300 feet of plastic tubing.
It's connected to water that circulates at about 40 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit to keep you cool.
Step 2. Now move on to your outerwear. The main suit is comprised of the HUT, which stands for hard upper torso, and the lower torso. In total, there's about 11 layers to the spacesuit shell, a bladder layer to regulate pressure, 5 layers of mylar to regulate temperature, a waterproof layer, a fireproof layer, a bulletproof layer.
Space dust is created from asteroids. It comes at you about the speed of a speeding bullet. If it's going super fast, no matter how small it is, it's going to hurt you. And those 11 layers really protect you.
Step 3. Add a helmet and communication system.
The communications carrier assembly is what you put on your head. It has earphones and a microphone for you to communicate with the station in the ground.
Your headgear will consist of 2 main parts, the helmet and the visor. The helmet is essentially a clear plastic bubble that allows the astronaut to breathe.
There's a gold visor that comes down in case you're in the direct sunlight. If it's very, very bright and you're having to work, you have another metal visor that comes down like the visor on your car.
This visor assembly has a camera system. We also have a couple of lamps to work in the dark, and you have a straw right here at your mouth. You can just drink all the water you want.
Because there's zero pressure in space, all of the oxygen in your body is going to expand, making your blood boil and your lungs burst.
You are building a NASA-approved EMU spacesuit that will allow you to float weightlessly in the vacuum of space, while also preventing your body from boiling and exploding. Step 4. Add some stuff to keep you alive. This is the primary life support system, and it provides everything that the astronaut needs to survive in space. Construct a backpack fitted with a 7-hour oxygen supply, carbon dioxide removal filters, battery, cooling system, and communication equipment. Step 5. Take control of your suit. Bolt control module A to HUT B.
The control module has all your communication, so you can change the frequencies that you're talking on. You can change the temperature of the water, turn the heaters on in your glove, so it's a way that you can control your spacesuit. The writing on the control module is written in reverse because you can't look down at it. It's right here. So you have a mirror on your wrist. So when you look at your control module settings in the mirror, everything's in the right direction.
Personally, I don't know if I'm ready to build my own spacesuit yet, but I can definitely dream about building one. So if you don't mind me, I'm going to go take a nap now. So thanks for reading the story with me, guys, and learning about some astronaut spacesuits. So it's time for me to turn off the light and go to sleep. Good night, everyone.